Luke, I am not your father. Luke, I am your father.
Music starting in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention please. About to start the show, better take your seats. It's been a while, but I'm back on top. To the world is mine, I don't plan to stop. It's time to let the curtain rise. We're gonna shake the room, we're gonna hold the night. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Welcome to Homegrown USA, guys, where we demand the truth, we read our Bibles, and home remedies work. Did you see that? That is insane. Arizona has got a pink explosion on top of it, and we've got Tennessee with a yellow one. I got to hurry through everything so the radar doesn't run out so I can show you guys. So real quick, we've got these huge explosions going off in the sky. It's just, I've never seen two of these things, and the last time we saw these, we've got square lightning coming out of the sky. So these things are of some, importance. We got a mysterious illness in children that I'm going to be discussing and showing you exactly how it's spreading across the country and where it's coming from. We got a huge recall on chicken products from a well-known company. They're recalling hundreds of thousands of pounds of this stuff. So as preppers, if we have that in our freezers, we got to get it out. We got 103 degree temperatures that's moving east. It looks like most of us are going to get a taste of this really, really hot weather. And we got more power outages, EMFs, as you've seen on the intro, off the charts, and the winner of the EMP shield. Let's get to all of it right now. And welcome to Homegrown USA, guys. I'm actually so excited to do this show. I have got to show you something really quick before we start. I'm going to try and keep this show in under 15 minutes. So I covered up the names of the people, but everyone that we sent Bibles to, we're getting cards and thank you notes. And that is simply amazing. So we got this one today, and we got this one. And just, you guys, thank you. Thank you. The back of this card says Isaiah 52:7. So thank you for the cards and everybody that made this possible. Thank you to everybody that donated and allowed me to get this stuff out and whatnot. So this is called a success, and we are changing lives. And I think that is just a blessing beyond blessing. So thank you for your thank you cards and everybody that received the Bible. So you guys, you've seen this, right? Look at the orange right on top. It's like, how can you miss that? It's red, orange. Yeah, it's red or purple, and it's over top of Arizona. And we also have one that's right over top of Tennessee. It's insane, actually, because I'm like, I'm not going to catch it, and you can see it's just about ready to run out. As soon as it updates, no one will see this, and I'm like, I have to show you. I even went as far as to hurry up, and yeah, that's up close and personal. So we know that this is the NEXRAD radar, but for the energy to be cranked up that high and just to see it right here is unbelievable. I'm going to zoom in on this, since this is why I jumped on here real quick and take a look at it. Now, like I said, we had one in Tennessee, and hopefully they didn't take that one off, but this one right here is about to be erased. So in Arizona, if anyone's out in Arizona right now, I mean, look at this, guys. This is not weather. And we should check and see if there's a NEXRAD here together, because I just hit record and just went live. So here we go. I'm doing it right now, and you guys are doing it with me. It looks superficial. It looks really, really strange, but I don't know how close I can get it, but I think maybe if it hurts your eyes, like, you know what I mean? Maybe if it hurts your eyes, it it could be hurting us. These frequencies are unbelievable. And I have been studying frequencies, and the more I study about frequencies, it amazes me. I mean, think about it. In the beginning, let there be light. The voice, the word, the logos, the word of God. Let there be light. Let there be. It was frequencies, and it created these things. And I believe that words have power behind them. I always have. And it's interesting to me, the frequencies that they're sending out and what this actually looks like, and we're seeing it. So there you guys have it. I'm going to come back to this. Of course, we're going to come back to this. We're going to show you the recalls, the children, the places the children are sick, but we're not going to cover news tonight. We're just going to do the maps here real quick. So power outages are, we're going to refresh this. This is like playing the lotto. It's like you never know what you're going to get. You know, so everything looks good. National Weather Service. A strong cold front will likely trigger severe thunderstorms and locally heavy rain on Friday from the interior northeast into the eastern Ohio Valley and northern mid-Atlantic region, especially in New York State, Pennsylvania. Meanwhile, in addition to the ongoing heat wave in the west, fire weather concerns are increasing across I'm going to show you guys that. So here's the weather map. I'm going to show you why they're so on fire concerns and what's going on out there that many people aren't reporting. So I find this immediately odd. If you look in the Gulf here, within 1 or 2 hours, look at this. I mean, look at this red dots. It just comes wham like that. I mean, that's what is that. It's from, it looks 1600 to, okay, it starts in 1500 hours. There's 1600 hours. 1700. This did this in 3 hours, guys. Is that weather doing that? I mean, look at them red dots. 3 hours. 3 hours. I mean, we've discussed this so many times on the channel. We know they push weather around. Like we know that they push weather all over the place. We see it go from south to north and from, well, opposite directions of what it normally should go. But in a case like this, I wanted to show you guys how fast storms are creating, whether they're creating themselves or someone has something to do with manipulating that. That's ridiculous. All this happened right here within a time frame of 3 hours. And people are telling me, they're like, all of a sudden we got storms out of nowhere. It's happened here. It's like, it'll be sunny and nice. Well, no, I can't go that far. It's always pretty much cloudy. But since we've been under this rule that we all are supposed to abide by in Pennsylvania, yeah, the skies have looked not well. We've gotten some very nice skies, but for the most part, they're still covered, and you don't get to see the sun or any of that much. But my point is like that, a storm comes up and it's gone. The only difference is when the storm leaves, the sun doesn't come back up. So here you guys have it. I had to point this out. Storms getting created and blowing just way out of proportion fast. It's kind of, yeah, we could categorize that as biblical, right? Now look at Texas. Watch these clouds. Look at the clouds out here right before the sun comes down. It's amazing to me. Now we know that they have huge boats out there, but here you go. Look in the Gulf. I mean, look how fast. It's like a bomb went off, and right before it gets dark down there, look how bad it is. Not only there, but right in the center of Texas. It starts right up in here, and it's like these circles. It almost looks like they're coming out of the ground. It almost looks like something like this, maybe, to where, I don't want to get a strike, to where it's pushing this stuff out, and it's making this huge cloud. We discussed this, and for anybody that's new here, yeah, these are the top 5 that we know about. And I think this was produced in like 1970, or this particular one is very old. I mean, they mount them on the back of F-150s. I mean, really, look at this. There you go. It's like on the back of a tractor. And what are they making? Well, they're making what we call clouds. So here is the one we're talking about, and just going by how the guy is dressed alone, you can kind of see that the cloud comes, it goes. Look at that. It's immense. That, to me, looks like, could it be this? I mean, you got to admit, these things just look, they appear out of nowhere. And you come over and you start seeing this, and look how huge that is. And it just keeps going. You know, and I've always been fascinated by the weather. And he points up and he says, look, there's our cloud. And they're proud of it, man. They've made it rain in the desert. They are proud of this stuff. And of course, look, it begins to rain. Now, if we take some frequencies and some lasers and some stuff like that, you know, we start shooting lasers in that thing up there that we just made, we probably could make it lightning. We probably could make it happen faster. We probably could do a lot of things with that weather, right? Check this out. I swear, I'm getting to the mystery illnesses and all that. I'm going as fast as I possibly can. But this is kind of important because of what I'm going to show you coming up. Here we are returning, and check it out, please. Please, I am praying, Lord, that this is still in Tennessee. Oh, there it is. Look at this, guys. In Tennessee. I did not get a screenshot of that, but boom. So we got, how many states here? We got Mississippi, Arkansas, and Tennessee. Anybody in those three states where I've been across all those borders many times. Anybody down there that may have caught anything like this, please send the video or the pictures. And then out here, we've got this one here. Look at that. I mean, Arizona. So it basically goes like this. It goes as they light up on and off. You can see they turn them on and off. The next rad, they're on here, and here they're off, on, off. So as they turn them on, here they come on. This one in Tennessee flashes right there, and right after that, we got one over top of Arizona. So that was why I had to jump on here, because you see this little thing that I'm moving. Once that gets to the end, it resets, and then you don't see this no more. And this is very rare to be able to catch two of these at a time. So let's see if we actually can back it up. There's the Arizona. Backing it up, backing it up. And the Tennessee one's right here. So take a screenshot of that, guys. Unbelievable. And that, my friends, is not weather. So there you go. We're going to come back, and I bet by the time we get back here, it's not going to be there anymore. Here is the next rad. So we said we'd check in this next rad and see if there's one there. So right here we got Tennessee, and we do have one. It's right here in the corner. It's right where my mouse is, and that's the exact one that we're seeing. So it's right here. Let's go back and check this out and put play. It's right there, right in the corner of Tennessee, which is right here. So it is this one right here is the one. Now let's go check the other one out real quick. The other one happens, where is it at? And you can look at your state, guys, and say, oh, wow, there's the one that's closest to me. So the one over here in Arizona is right at the bottom, kind of. I don't want to get it confused for this one right here. If you notice, there's one right there. So it's going to be underneath, and it's going to light up right in here. So let's check that out. And there it is. So there's this one, and right here is the one that just went off. Unbelievable. It's called KDWA. That's the name of it. So you guys heard this, right?
A stormy, wet afternoon in central Florida, but what if you could pick up all this rain and move it where it's needed? Texas or California? What if a laser could start the rain?
So you can almost use it to set it off.
Matt Mills got into lasers as a kid. It's just innately cool. Now he's part of a team of...
So what if we could just make it rain, you know, in Texas and move it to Florida? Yeah, well, they can do that. And here's an image. Oh, wow, you guys. So this one's still on, as I told you. We're back. But the one in Tennessee has not been there. I could not get online fast enough. But this is still here. And look at the lasers. Look at this. I mean, unbelievable. And you wonder, what are they doing with these things? Like right here is one coming down from Louisiana. There's usually one coming down through Michigan. Yep, right here it is. You can see it. I'm going to refresh this and probably lose that. But yeah, the lasers are, there's one right here. I mean, you can just see them. They're all over the country. But there's that again. And then here's the storms that just popped up out of nowhere. They're just... So enough of that. I had to get on here and show you guys this. And I also have to show you the recalls, this heat wave that's moving across the country, and of course the children. This mysterious illness that we found it the exact same way. So as you can see, I'll refresh this. This is just a simplified radar map of weather. So you can see the weather and where the weather's at. And you come back here and none of this is weather, guys. It's just not. Like, none of that stuff is weather, especially that little purple thing that's popping off. It's not weather. So that's why I keep this tab here to kind of, you know, look at it in a perspective of, okay, here's all the weather. And these things are supposed to be picking up and showing us weather, but what are they really being used for? We've got an awesome show coming up on that. So first came this here, the VIRUS, and next comes the storms. So, you know, it's like, okay, here we go. Now, just going through the forecast real quick, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but notice one thing. The high pressure is always out to the east, and the low pressure, here's the L over here. The low pressure is always to the west. So we're drenched. I mean, it's wet here in Pennsylvania. You can put in the comments how your weather is locally. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We got a low here and we got a high here, and it stays like that, guys, for quite a long time. It moves around a little bit here, and then that's it. But nothing really huge coming up until next week. Look at this coming up into the Gulf. We're going to get into that on the next show. I'm trying to keep this show as short as possible. So there's a heat wave. The western U.S. will bake in record heat this week. And, well, here's the heat. This is your heat for Friday. I mean, yeah, Friday. Here's Saturday. And look how hot it is. And you'll notice it's moving its way east. And even it comes down along here. So you can kind of look at what state you're in and see what you're in for Friday. And then here we go to Saturday, Sunday, and here's Monday. And as you can see, it's coming right up the center of the country. Here's Tuesday. Look at that. You know, I always tell you guys that the center of this country is always, there's always something going on. Like, I know a lot of people talk about the Madrid coming up here, and it's really weird how the temperatures are always, something's going on. You see that? It just kind of doesn't look right, you know? And then Wednesday. And then, of course, Thursday, it starts to cool off in the west, but the center of the country is still very hot. And there you guys have it. Now, this is going to be probably not believable, but if you go to total precipitation analysis for like 120 hours, that's our country, guys. That's like insane. I've been watching this stuff for a very long time. I am by means like, you know, I'm a person that's very observant, and that is a lot of precipitation. These precipitation maps are pretty much all the same. They're just depending on where you get them, they all look the same. But look at how much rain this is. I mean, can we say no farming? Because I can tell you now, the plants that I have, you can just, they'd pull right out of the ground. They'd fall over. Actually, we do have plants in the garden that are falling over. Some are doing really good and some are doing bad, but this is just getting worse. And this affects, you know, the farming, the agriculture. It's absolutely unbelievable how wet everything is. Here we go. This is relative humidity, and it's currently 13% humidity where that little dot is. So that's somewhere in California. But you know, that we got all this weather that's coming in from the west. We always have weather coming in from the west, and it's like somehow it gets blocked up and it never gets into the west. The rivers in the sky are being steered and just doesn't happen. But look how abnormal this looks, guys. Now this is humidity. It's like a definitive line that goes straight up and down. Tell me that looks natural. I just don't think so. Out here in the east, we got humidities of 98%. It's currently 98% here, 96%. It's very humid here. And then you got this distinct line, like I talk about all the time, right down the middle of the country. This line right here, and bang, starts 11% humidity. Like, really? You know what I mean? 17, 13% humidity. It's just unbelievable. Human residence. We're going to check the human residence real quick. We're not going to get into a lot of what it is. If you guys haven't watched the shows in the past, we do talk about this. We talk about the comments, how many doctors and nurses and stuff say that this affects us. Let's refresh it and make sure this is correct. Yeah, power is 21, which is A-okay. This over here is the power 21. Once you get above 40, it starts turning orange, and then eventually it gets red. So the hertz is 7.33 as the low and 7.95 as the high, and the normal is 7.83. So it's a little high, but not much. But if you look at this diagram by itself, you can see the waves. You know, frequencies, again, we're talking about frequencies, how they enter the brain and come out, you know, of the brain. This is the ionosphere of the dome, this is the earth, and there's a frequency that just so happens to be there. And we absorb this frequency of 7.83. And if they jack it up or make it low, or if it does it by itself, it changes the way we feel and the way we think. Air now. Go to Google, guys, type in air now, and you can check out the current conditions, and it looks fabulous. Actually, it's very rare to get a picture like that. The Breaker 19 have a second peak. It says sooner than you think. You know, I don't cover this a lot because everybody's covering this topic, but what's going to happen when the second one does come? You know, what is it fake? Is it real? Like, that's all okay. You know, is it made here? Did it make it? But what's going to happen when the second one comes out? A lot of people start dying. I personally think this is going to be the way they're going to do it. And the show that I'm working on, I'm collaborating with 3 different people. I hope to have it done tomorrow or the next day, because I want to be able to show you guys in depth what we found. Mind blown. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I am telling you guys, I still cannot believe it, and I was working on that show and I saw this. So that's why I wasn't prepared. But thank you so much for your patience. This is the illness in children that we're seeing, and check this out. We called this last time. We didn't call it, but last time I noticed on this map, it said this: mystery illness. Now 64 in New York, and this is number of subjected cases. So if you guys noticed the show last time, this said children. They must have just changed it. Let's check this one here. Okay, 6-year-old Illinois boy battles mysterious illness linked to the Breaker 19. You copy? Yeah, a 6-year-old Illinois boy battles this mysterious illness linked to the Breaker 19, and I know you guys copy. So here you go. New York, number of suspected cases of mysterious pandemic illness now 64. You guys want to see the second wave? Like, really? You guys want to see the second wave? It's right here. How do I know that? That's how it started last time. And if you go back, 4 months? You guys would have to help me out with that in the chat. Like 4 months? It's been at least 4 months. It was a mysterious illness, and we're like, what is this? What's going on here? And sure enough, it happened. And I'd be willing to bet that what you're looking at right here is the start of the number 2 thing that people surf on. I think they surf on waves, right? I'm just being serious. This bothers me. Like I said, if you guys aren't subscribed, if I see one more dot here, I'm going to be going live. So here's the latest one. It's a new release. Nestle Prepared Foods Company recalls Lean Cuisine Fettuccine Alfredo products due to misbranding and undeclared allergens. So I noticed when they say undeclared allergens, it says Nestle Prepared Foods Company, a ARC establishment, is recalling approximately 29,000 pounds. 29,002 pounds. They had to add the 2 here 29,002 pounds of chicken product labeled as lean cuisine fettuccine alfredo because the product contains undeclared soy and a known allergen. So we don't know what the unknown allergen is. The U.S. Department of Agriculture and Food Safety Inspector Service, the FSIS, announced today that lean cuisine fettuccine is not supposed to contain chicken, and chicken does not appear in the ingredients statement or on the label. So let's look at the label. You guys, this is, someone wrote in the comments last time, don't throw it away, don't throw it away, don't throw it away. Well, they don't show you much, do they? And I'm like, if it has rocks in it, I don't know. If you guys want to clean the rocks out, that's fine with me. Best before May 21st. This is the barcode. I know a lot of us are, preparing, and some of us might have this. So if this is something that you guys have, they recalled it. And that's about as big as I can get the picture. So hopefully you guys can see that. There you go. Brace for blackouts in this summer. So they've been calling for blackouts forever. You guys, blackouts forever. It's been blackouts ever since the president did the preparedness month thing. And by the way, the winner of the EMP shield of your choice, not necessarily this one, but the winner of EMP shield is Chris Hawhan. And if I'm saying that wrong, forgive me. Chris Hawhan. Please email me in the description box below and get your free EMP shield. This is the third time we called your name, Chris. And if you do not see this, I am picking another name on my next show. So Chris, please contact me and I will contact Andrew and we will get you the free EMP shield of your choice and put another drawing up on the website. So on that note, I did not want to forget about that. But brace for blackouts this summer. So here you guys go. Come over to the website, subscribe. We had 1,688. It's ended, and it's EMP protection giveaway. The winner has been announced. Please congratulate him in the comments if you haven't. But the really interesting thing is, if you guys are interested in this, I just noticed this today. This is EMP Shield's website. Now, if you order one of these, you get $50 off with the link in the description box. It says, we are currently working to assist the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Defense to straighten our country's most valuable assets. The shield's designed and proven to exceed military standards. So our military's using this. They're working with the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Defense. Our military standards will provide you with EMP protection that has not been seen before. This stuff is like, I mean, if our military's working on it, and right here's, certified military testing. That's kind of like really huge, and you get $50 off, and it helps the channel. So if you guys are interested, the link's in the description box below. Please check out the channel, subscribe. Please put your prayer requests in the comment section below, and I will pray for you. I read all the comments, and other people will pray for you and give you a thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. All the links are in the description box below. And if not one person today, hold on, you guys have to wait for this ending. I did this ending for you guys, and I hope you like it. If not one person today told you that they love you, I do. And if any one of you guys needs a free Bible, do not hesitate. Email again. Everything's in the description box below. I will see you guys sooner than later. God bless you.
Careful who you cross, careful who you test. Give me your worst and you'll get my best. 'Cause I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. Careful, I'm a lion, don't test my pride. Standing like a mountain, looking the devil right in his eyes. Know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how I got no fears. Only got my blood, my sweat, and my tears. Know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. Like smoke from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was born a fighter, I rise up, like smoke from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was born a fighter, I rise up, like smoke from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was